Hello, this is NLL Echoes, and we're here once again with another episode, hosting with...
My name is Drake from Messi and Shaza.
Yeah, so today we have very, very interesting guests. From the youngest teams, we look up to them, and one of them is an inaugural champion, and another is a two-time champion. Also says, we have had, is an inaugural champion as well. So you're most welcome.
Thank you. Thank you for having us. Do I introduce myself again?
Yes, please.
Okay. Speaking to you is inaugural champion Moses Guma Ainamatsko, President Emeritus Inter Lions League.
Thank you, sir.
And I'm Aaron Aroriza, two-time champion, and one of those seasons we were unbeaten, so we are two-time unbeaten champions. And a former NLL president also.
Both seasons unbeaten?
Iwe byanje nimbira byaho no. Nagamba urungi yokora interpreting what that is up to you. Konganyo nagamba unbeaten.
Okay, let's proceed. Let's proceed.
Oh, okay. I think I can start from the gentleman on my left, Mr. Ainemo, President Emeritus from Thai Lions League. We have just concluded our season 16. Could you just give us, like, in a few minutes, your general preview of season 16? I mean, the season began in October last year, and we're having our finale at the home ground, 29th August, which is this very month. So could you just give us, like, the general overview from your point of view, season 16?
Well, for me, season 16 is a momentous occasion. We have built up towards this season. We didn't have a number when we were starting, but we knew there would be a season when we would go home. I know we're going to discuss a lot about this a little later, but we've had such a beautiful season, kicked off brilliantly, had a hiccup with Ebola, but that did not deter the progress of the league. We were blessed enough by the good Lord not to lose a member of the league due to Ebola. Delayed us, but we are still on track. We know the Lions League finale is a national event. And last year when we were planning to go to Fort Portal, I remember Ron Kawamara literally calling our finale the equivalent of Nyege Nyege in terms of turn up and party. But for a season that we've had, we were very well organized. We have been very well supported by the cohorts that have participated, especially with the dream of having the finale at our home ground. Every team, campusers, elders, fossils, youngins, everyone has put their hands together to ensure that we've had a smooth season. We've had a number of venues. We've played rotationally at them, but finally we are glad that we have a season where we are going to crown it at home. And you were supposed to jump in and interject.
Bakabeta Eldins.
Eldins is an innovation.
Mana Youngins na yon innovation.
No. Eldins actually came in at 60-40, if you remember very well. When we were trying to slide in and describe who the 60 were. So the description that came up in that controversial AGM led by one man, having set you up as president, unfortunately. But when we were describing the 60 were described as Eldins. So now
one man is carried.
Yeah, that man.
Kanshaka fossils go kakaruga because that one is a new one.
Fossils is a derivative of teams merging. So as you start merging, as you start dying, and you're going away. But you can't even name them. Yeah, but
Bonshe new worrying. But anyway, so about the season, one of the things is of course that we had merged the other season, so we weren't very sure whether the merger would hold. But the fact that we've been able to play another season when we are merged, for us, that's one of the highlights of the season. And of course, it also goes to show that other teams can also merge. Of course, there are some fossils, as he calls them, that are still trying to play young. But, you know, the thing with age is that it catches up with you. You can't hide it. So the fossils are definitely going to merge. I hope our Kashoro and Mugudu fossils. But they're Eldins, eh?
Yeah.
Then, of course,
we shall
this
remain
season,
as Eldins for now.
this season,
fossils are.
we've had many seasons in NLL. We've had teams going unbeaten. We've had 2 recorded teams going unbeaten, and a third team that went unbeaten. Of course, it was playing against 2 other teams in that season. A season of 3 teams, and they say they went unbeaten. We haven't seen the records, but we trust. We trust that this gentleman, a gentleman.
Season 1 has pictorial evidence.
The pictorial, yeah, that one is there. What we haven't seen.
Even though Kajogo tried to sabotage us, we have pictorial evidence.
Okay, yeah. So 3 teams that have gone unbeaten,
playing 90 minutes, full pitch.
That third team, I can't speak for it. I know 2 teams that have gone unbeaten. The third one, I'll just say they allege, and we have to take the allegations seriously. So maybe they've gone unbeaten.
But you hate it from outside the club. If you didn't play for season 1, how would you know? I mean, you let us, the historians, educate you how this league came about.
Okay, 3 teams, sir. 3 teams have gone unbeaten. So now he joins our ranks as the unbeaten. Congratulations, sir.
I joined. You found me there. Colleague, welcome to the club.
Of the recorded unbeaten. But this season is quite a unique one. We have had a team that has gone unbeaten, and also it has not conceded any goal.
Is it the first team to go
unbeaten? It's the first team to go unbeaten and unscored.
Wait, you have unbeaten and unscored.
And unscored.
But it's not the first team to go unbeaten.
Definitely. But you weren't listening when I was telling you there are 3 that have already gone unbeaten, including one that
the inaugural champions.
The inaugural champions.
Yeah.
But now TY has gone unscored the entire season. Of course, they did concede a goal from Graham, and Graham was in front of the keeper, but the ref actually almost even sent him off pitch. He said he had pushed the keeper, and you see the ref was telling him that he had pushed. So I don't know whether the ref saw that the keeper was in front of Graham, but Graham did. He's the only one who scored a goal against TY.
You have
and
to
that one was also cancelled.
You have to give TY their flowers. The fact that we are discussing one attempted goal that was cancelled. I mean, what they have done, or the precedents they have set.
They've gone 4 times in a row.
4 finale. Yes, 4 finales
in a row.
But this particular one, they seemed
unbeaten.
They were unbeaten.
So they are the true invisibles.
Not even Arsenal comes close because. They don't even come close because there's being unbeaten, then there's not conceding.
Yeah, true.
So TY has set a standard or a level or a target that will take a while to get to.
True.
We can only wish them well. Sure. Because you know what counts is the 29th. Yeah. If you go all these games without conceding and you concede at home, but I mean, this feat is no mean feat.
So if I'm to cut you short, Mr. Inemo, you talked about the home ground. Personally, I first experienced the...
You know, first all level, so the Mr., maybe you might just...
This is a Mr. to me.
He has refused.
Okay, Ainemo.
I think, we shall keep it as Ainemo.
If I'm to take it from me, Ainemo, we talked about the home ground. Personally, I mean, as in Shaza Court, we got the first NLL experience 2019. That was our Form 3 at Kacheka. If I remember, it was Ebichucha and Ishwera. And I think still 2022. Our Form 5 Kacheka. It was Ebichucha and Ishwera, right?
That was 2022.
2019, the first experience.
2019.
At the Den. Back to school.
At the Den. Yes, just before. Yes, 2019.
Same story in 2022.
Season 10.
I don't remember that season, but same story in 2022.
Season 10.
It was still Ebichucha and Ishwera. So from there, 2022 Ntari, 2023 Ginger, 2024 Chigari, then last year Fort Portal. Then at the beginning of this season, I mean, the story was there. This season we're going to our home ground. Then guys were like, why can't we go to Gulu? We have been to Eastern Uganda,
South
Western
Africa.
Uganda. Other guys are saying
South
Scotland, South
Africa.
Africa. So okay, sorry. Are you also taking the Mr.? Okay, Aaron. Can you give us Aloisa, can you give us a preamble about the home ground? Like, who brought up the idea? I mean, you were the president when you joined the league. That was 2024. And the story was there. We are going to home ground, but we didn't know the home ground. But right now, it's only 9 days to the finale, and it's confirmed we shall be at a home ground. So what do you have to say about the home ground? Give us just a preamble. Where did the idea come from? All that story.
So I think the first time that the league realized that there was a problem with playing grounds must have been when Nofi was the president, which must have been around 2015, 2016, around that time.
That was like the second season, 2015.
16.
And what happened that season is that we actually didn't complete it. We had already identified people who could, the top two. So there is a game week that didn't get played, and then we went straight to the finals because the league didn't have enough resources anymore to complete the season. I know, of course, Ainemo is going to be saying, you should cut this because this is not information that you want out
The
there.
chivozi that you're bringing here. Because people will ask, when did NLL not have enough resources? But
So,
but yeah, yes.
Maybe to put it straight, it didn't have enough it had not prepared enough for the change in what now the pitches were charging, because we had been used to paying around 200K, and then all of a sudden
200K as league fees.
Pitch fees.
as pitch fees.
Oh.
Then
So
league
league fees were as low as 80K in the second season. So the league has not always been
Yes, season
this,
1 and 2
this commercial,
fees were about
but
80,000.
you see, again, we did not have vibe, so you win a final, and you're lucky to have pictures like Kashoro. So
But I know it was like they have the pictorial.
but those were taken on phone, and they were taken by a Kajogo guy who hid them for about 5 years and made these guys suffer. They had no proof that they had ever won a final until the guy released them from his phone. So it used to be like that, and there's no need for a lot of money.
Actually, those commoners did not release them to us.
You somehow
Fellow champion Mugudu gave us those pictures because at that time Ford was
the
our
commoners. By commoners, you're saying which team exactly?
those guys from outside the school. The only ones with a name from outside school. Kajogo. Yeah, but those guys actually refused to give us those pictures. We had to talk to Mugudu to get those pictures. But I can tell you, when those pictures came out, Kajogo almost left the league because we couldn't actually prove that we are not different from them.
The pictures were your savior.
Yes, because they had literally muted everyone, but anyway, again, it had to take their president Nofi for us to know that we need a home. I think if we had a home, maybe we would have had proper storage, local storage then. But now I can tell you they're safely backed up on every cloud service provider,
There are still low quality pictures, which is why, again, in this journey to the home ground, we must also give flowers to pick shots, because before pick shots, you can see that the pictures that the league had were, if you want, you can compare Kashoro's pictures with the last season champion.
Okay, that's an unfair comparison because you see,
we are talking about 2014. It's not like we are talking about last century.
You also need to know that the site around the league wasn't that wasn't that appealing. I mean, when you look at what Weranyanji has done for this season, for example, now I think Pick Shots now probably works for free because he wants to capture content. Yeah, Weranyanji has changed the face of our league. From inception, they have taken it a notch higher. I mean, now when you have such content to capture.
Excuse me, when did Boyas join the league?
Now there is a Kabali Gun who introduced. Yeah, he introduced Weranyanji to the league. Got a wife and went into retirement. He's now a salesman on match day. But he's our pastor. He's our resident pastor.
So you don't even need to be told the name.
Yes, but we are forever indebted
Grateful to
him for this.
Mr. Aine, when you talked about Kabari, my mind was about the cousins. So when you talked about the pastor, that makes sense. You can take it from there.
This time
we have cousins who are taking over.
This time my cousin wasn't involved.
So from Nofi's time, and now that was long before the idea of Weras came into the idea of Weras coming into the league. Now,
When you used to pay 80K.
So 80K was under Zibo. Zibo actually did not need, if right now, I know that the two finalists are looking, they have a budget for the finale. If they gave Zibo, the inaugural president, that money, and we kept all factors constant, he would run the league for a century. The league fees he needed to run season 2, the budget he needed to run season 2, if he was given money that the current finalists, the two final teams, the two finalists, the money they are looking for to be able to play in the final, Zibo would be able to give us 100 seasons. So the league, with time, has of course become very competitive. Many people have become creative with what they can do with the league, and it's a good thing. But I'm also trying to show you that the league could actually be run without money before that. And which is why we need to give credit to people like Zibo. But now I was also still telling you about Nofi. So Nofi, under Nofi's guidance, we realize we are going to be having a very serious problem with home ground. I didn't know. What's his other name?
Noel. Let's stop. Noel was the president at that time.
Noel Rugwewe. Very few people know his real name.
He's also from the Kajogo cohort.
Yeah.
Yes. So Kajogo has given the league 2 presidents. Exactly the same number of finals they have lost. But let's continue.
So then when Davis Karashani became president.
So you're talking about the 4th president?
3rd now.
Now that was the 3rd president. He had already, so he took on the other president had, the outgoing committee had already briefed him and his committee that we are going to have serious problems in future when it comes to where we get to play from. And he's the first president who then put up a special account to start collecting some money for a home ground. And then...
So wait, you guys started collecting money for the home ground season 4?
No.
Maybe season 5.
I would say about, when did Jumia come on board?
I thought Jumia came on board when he
No,
became president.
no,
because 2019 Jumia was already there.
Davis was president. That is when the office of
maybe that was 2017.
Corporate Affairs was formed. That is when we actually started fundraising for the home.
Okay. That must have been around 2017.
Fundraising for the home.
Yes, that was the target.
From 2017 up to today.
Yes, that's the committee was building
Good
money.
things take time.
Yeah, they do. Well done.
That makes sense.
It's well.
I'm following no biz potato jazz. Because guy was like, from day one, Jumia was contributing to the home ground.
Yeah. So Jumia was the first. What do they call them? Benefactors
Partner.
partner for the league, but also specifically contributing to the home ground.
Yes.
Kamuneka sente guy.
Ekanetekayo katari kamani munonga, but again good money. Now,
Yeah, it's helping. It's helping Whereas FC.
Innocent.
okay.
A great partner, Whereas FC.
Innocent.
Akasente mkele. Wanshanga home ground iliyompotea again surely. Let me be.
So, yeah,
because
so,
you guys have been collecting money.
Yes.
2017. Oh, 9
I
years.
think it's 2017. David,
9 years.
because
Yeah,
of his
it's 2017.
last- his last term
Davis
is
is
when we
president.
went, yeah.
Davis creates the corporate affairs arm, purposefully fundraise for home. So that's when I became the first corporate affairs secretary, and then Jumia became our first big time partner.
Yeah. Okay. So then Davis collects, and then his term runs. And the other thing is that all NLL presidents so far, whereas they could run for 2 terms and serve 4 years, none has stood for a second term. So Davis served his 2 seasons and then handed over to Aine.
No, Davis actually did. He did a repeat.
More than that?
Yeah.
4 years. Correction.
Yeah, when his term.
You know, it's now, we are now in our 10th year and we have only 5 presidents.
The duration wasn't
So
2
he
years.
ran. So he ran more seasons.
So the duration then was
But-
1 year for presidency.
Okay. So he did 2 years.
He did 2 years, and after doing the 2 years, then that's when we said for consistency.
Let's do two.
Okay, so from Davis to
Then Aine comes in. Now Aine then sets up a land committee, because now
Which year was that? 2018.
No, this is 2019.
2019 is when he set up the land committee, because now we had also started realizing that we had this money, but we needed to start looking for land that we could use as the home ground. And on that land committee, he put, there was a kick done.
Yeah, there was.
There was Julius of Machando.
Yes.
There was
Chibe.
Nuwaj Stivo. There was Raymond,
Yes, Mugabe Raymond as well.
Gabe Raymond,
Of Kashoro.
and
captain.
myself.
Yeah,
We
that
were
was
5.
it.
We were only 5, eh? Yeah, so that was it. And then along the way, so of course we started looking for land. That's when we realized that akasenta twetwine kakakatari kinji.
2019.
So between 2019 and 2021, we were looking for land. So that land committee was set up in his term. And then I became president after him, and we still continued looking for land, but this time around we changed. So first and foremost, first we went and did a strategic plan. And on most of the objectives we wanted to achieve for the league, we realized that the home ground was pivotal to the rest of the other things that we needed to do. So if you wanted to do high-tech security on game days, there's no way you can go to some other person's ground and then you want to set up. You could do that, but I mean it's easier if you have your own ground. If you want to create a kid-friendly environment so that the guys who have kids can come with their kids and then the kids have to play. So again, we realized that most of the things we wanted to do with the league, we needed to have a home ground anyways. And then we changed the strategy of the fundraising. And
In your term, you're fundraising for
yeah,
the home ground in your term.
in my term. But remember, again, still working with the land committee.
The land committee was still.
Yeah. The land committee is still active because no president has told them that, now your time is done, you retired. Yeah.
With Jimmy as well.
So Jumia went with this man. When I became president, Jumia. Unfortunately, yeah.
Well, it coincided with Jumia and the leadership of Jumia changing business strategy. So I'm sure you, as Weranyanji, you've benefited from Hugamara. So that is where Jumia was before, and they are still supporting the league in very many capacities.
Yeah.
Very many capacities actually now. Just more. No.
Hugamara.
As Hugamara. Jumia as an entity, not anymore. But Ron Kawamara transitioned away from Jumia to his Hugamara business now. And he's supporting us in very many ways. But he literally, him through Jumia, literally planted the first seed as for our target towards our home ground. And he hasn't stopped there. Those of us who were in Fort Portal, you saw him lead the fundraising.
But also Kigali, when we were going there, I can say probably without him, we might have found it so hard to get to where we got. We might have even probably postponed.
It was going to be no. You did give me that option. Your instructions towards Kigali don't go postpone. But yeah, he also gave us technical and top level guidance and advice on how to approach Kigali, and it opened quite a number of blockades that we had before. The committee then, at that point, was stressed heavily about how to execute it. But just like we communicated this finale would be at home, we communicated the Kigali finale at the start of the season. Got the date, locked it in. Actually, that season we played, there were 2 game weeks. There were
Two
game
times
weeks.
when we
There were 2 times when we had 2 game weeks a week. So we made use of public holidays to get there. But again, Kawamara stepped up and gave us some guidance, and him, our patron,
Many other guys.
and very many other guys, really, they held our hands, and we went, and including yourself, President, they held our hands, and we pulled off Kigali. Now, when you pull off an event like Kigali, you build up into a finale that is saying something at home. Now, teams start buying into the idea, because, I mean, if we can go to Kigali and play, then I think if you have this capacity, then we can, execute at home. Now, out of Kigali into Fort Portal, with the King gracing us with his presence, a mini fundraiser at the Shield Award ceremony, it became an easy sell for the current committee to actually now have teams put up their hands. And I think every team was able to, there was a portion that every team had to step up to. I can't thank Interlands League teams enough for putting up their hands and their bodies, and they're like, you know what, we want this home. It is not just an idea, we believe in it, we are going to execute it, and not just that, here is our support financially. So now we got this support from every team in the league. Every team.
And
including the team.
You can't join without paying it. So like we have like.
But there is a team that is not playing in the league this season that still paid for the home ground.
They paid their portion for the home ground.
Yeah.
Super Cup champions.
The Super Cup champions.
Crichton Cup, inaugural Crichton Cup champions.
Yeah.
Hey, the inaugural
Crichton Cup champions.
Not
No,
really.
real Super Cup.
Not Super Cup.
Oh no, just Super Cup.
I think TY won the first Crichton Cup.
It was the first one, last time out.
That was the second edition.
No?
Yeah.
It was the first one.
No, that was second edition.
For real?
The inaugural Crichton Cup
inaugural-
champions are TY.
Yeah.
TY defeated Machando. Actually, we have that finale again coming up.
Speaking of Machando and TY, after all our amazing 20 teams paid to join the league, the 16th season, we have our finale on the 29th.
Yes.
Now, you understand, like what you've been talking about, TY has been 4 times in a row, right?
Yes,
Or at the finale, the first.
yes.
Yes, then 3 times the first team, if I'm right.
Yes, they
Yes.
have qualified first 3 times, yes.
Yes.
3 out of the 4.
So now, according to you, do you think they're going to be tensed up by the pressure at the new ground, or they're going to keep it up and make it, and they win once again?
So, well, you've put me in a tricky position, and I'm supposed to speak only to TY, really, because this question is just to TY. But I will,
Yes, as of now, yeah.
for now, yeah. So TY, I think if you put TY in this seat, they will tell you that every finale has been different. Every finale has been different. They had a very, very tough final in Ginger. It was their first final. They were excited. They had so many plans. They arrived disorganized and lost that final. So much can be said into it, but I guess their coaches and their technical team and their players, but they lost that final. Took on that loss, and I think they felt better prepared. But then they were up against SC Kalele. Then they qualified for their second finale, and now we are in Kigali, IPRC Stadium. That pressure there, honestly, I don't wish it on anyone. I saw very many old boys of mine scared for once to play football.
And guys also becoming very selfish. They didn't want to share balls.
People didn't want to share balls. Yes, people didn't want to. There was so much pressure. I actually, now when you go back to Kigali, maybe those players one day will tell you the story, but that pressure was a whole different scenario. There were very many old boys around, guests, well-wishers. So many people had traveled. We were abroad. We were in Kigali, and TY was up against the monster that had won that title twice before.
So you see, TY, they won it last year in fourth.
Yes, they did.
And then they declared themselves as the royal champions.
Yes.
So
Which
I'm just thinking, if they had won it in Kigali, it could be like we are the foreign champions.
Yeah.
I'm talking about TY. Talking about TY.
You probably it's the first final that we've been graced by royalty.
Fort
Porto.
How?
That was the first time we had a member from the royal family being a guest of honor. Royal family from Uganda. So we were graced by.
But also remember in Kigali the president was
But
there.
that's not royal. That's now.
The president himself attended the dinner and wasn't present at.
But
the
at least he
finale.
made the presence in the Lions
Yes.
League.
But that would be presidential, not royal. Royal has to do with the kingdom.
With the kingdom.
The kingdom.
Actually, I'm saying foreign champions because
Yeah,
it was a foreign
definitely.
line.
Yeah.
But
They would have.
Talking about TY,
But what I'll tell you, but just before you interject, is for them every finale has been different. The monster they faced in Ginger, they will tell you what they went through to just arrive. Literally up to now, we still mock them for sneaking in. We were at the grounds, we just saw TY appear.
And they had
Kalele
promised
been
to come in a helicopter.
and the
anyway.
plan was for them to land in a chopper. So apparently they failed to get ground clearance, or the pilot did not turn up. Then we come to Kigali, the monster is too big, their opponent is another whole game changer. Someone has been there, done it before, and then they go through that loss. It was traumatic because the tears were many. They get to Fort Porto, and this time they seem to have learned exactly what they needed to do. They meet their perennial derby mates, Kalele.
Suits.
Kalele turned up as every team that was playing the final then really turned up. And Sekundo Kwalele did not do much really. And the TY were crowned champions, and they are attached to royal champions themselves because the king himself of Toro handed over that shield to them. But now they're at home. Now this is the first finale at home, so it's going to be different for them. While it's a finale, they have won it before. Someone has to be the first person to lose on that ground. That's a whole different ball game. someone has to be the first champion on that ground. That's a whole different ball game. So there's so many dynamics you're computing. Is it just another finale, or is it the finale at home? You're making a ground mark here, you know. So TY, I will say will be better prepared because they have played 3 finals. Machando has finally made it to its first final. However old they are Eldins tending to fossils, but they have put up such a formidable show. I think TY psychologically stands a better chance. They have actually even had the privilege of playing another final before them, the Super Cup.
Yeah.
Which they lost.
Yeah, they did lose it.
But then you get to learn a lot from
But you get to learn a lot, and you get to shave off some fear or correct some things. But then again, you also give the opponent an insight into you.
Yeah.
So still about TY, these guys have made it to 4 finals in a row.
Yes.
Ginger, the foreign land in Chigari,
Yes.
Fort Porto,
Yeah.
now they are homegrown. 4 finals in a row. Well, they have just won once, which is last year. So they are champions. They only have 1 star anyway. Aaron, what do you have to say about TY? Are they like the most dominant team in the Lions League ever since the Lions League has been there? Right away from season 1, or they have just been lucky? Because what they say from their story, the Lions League in the last 4 years, actually the last 4 years, okay, last 5 years from Muntari, 2022, the league is very competitive. The young team, okay, the young lads are joining the big teams, not just TY. Also, okay, they also have the young lads, but they are evenly distributed. But the league is very tense. Okay, you're also playing the Lions League, you're also playing the Lions League. You can tell the league is very tense.
You add the fact that we've also won a final.
And we
And what they are saying, you guys played the final, yes, inaugural champion, 2-time champion, but by then the league wasn't tense.
We were playing against mechanics and farmers.
yeah, but you see,
When they're talking about Abashwets, they be like, John History FC, they last won it at KPA before COVID.
yeah, and you see,
And the league wasn't tense.
you see, for me,
And some extent, they are very right. The league is very tense. The last 5 years, the league has
the
evolved
league has
so
been
much.
tense, but MC disease, MC disease
Who is from TY?
From TY, after losing Chigali. I think at that point he got to understand what it means to win the shield. It is not as easy as you think it is. But
Even playing against farmers, because
Even playing
he was
against
playing
farmers.
against a rabbit for him. And the rabbit took the day.
yeah, he was up against that
Ariza,
Isha rabbit.
Ariza,
That
yeah.
Isha rabbit hadn't slept. Was in the bar up to the 2 a.m.
The entire night.
Yes.
Yeah. So
Okay, Aaron, you can take us.
So definitely
What do
they
you
have
have to
a
say
point.
about TY?
They have a point. The league now is much harder. I do not envy any of the guys who are trying to get to the finale now.
No, it's not a
I
good
feel
spot
so
to
lucky
be.
that our team won it twice when it did. There wasn't much pressure. All you had to do was to ensure that you had a good goalkeeper. That's all we did as Bonche, for example.
What do you do now?
You
just stand up.
Now we can't even try to compete.
You just stand up.
Yeah, we just stand up and then pray that we don't.
Their goal was
that we
disallowed.
don't get we don't get beaten so many goals. You know, this season a team got us and beat us eight goals. It's you know, so now we come ready for those things.
Pardon?
I'm also not aware of that, by the way. I don't know any team that gave you 8. It's not TY, it's not
Now I'm
Tisha.
telling you.
You
Now I'm
lost
telling
count somewhere? Or?
No, we kept count. We are sober guys. We're not like some guys who But yeah, so for them to go unbeaten, but also for them to actually get to the finale 4 times shows the dominance in a row. And I do not think that dominance is about to stop. Unless unless they just decide and say, okay, now you know what? We are now done. But if they still have the drive, I think they still have about 3 or 4 years in them. And they could still dominate, they could still get to more finales because they are definitely dominating.
Aaron, from your point of view, where do you give TY the credit? From their 60%, from their 40%, or from the Banwajira Bakwabariokwe behind the scenes, Bakwanita, Kevin Troy, and Dr. Panado?
Before you go there, actually, if you want to give TY credit, you call Albert of the team that ended third, Kalele. He has that famous video on the bus after Fort Portal. We regroup, we come back, and TY has regrouped 4 times. Albert attempted it once.
You know?
But still, for TY, if you actually need to know how hard it is, Albert should come here and he tells you how hard it is.
But where do you give TY the credit?
So I think the guys in the background also doing a lot. But
Kevin
I think
Troy,
Kevin Troy, Dr. Panado, those guys are doing a lot. But I
King
think
Abraham.
the factor, all those guys. But their greatest factor could be Alan, both when he was alive and when he was dead, and when he's dead. So when he was alive, he's the guy who kept telling them they needed to keep going. I think after Kigali, they wanted to give up. He's the guy who called them and told them, we can't give up. Eh? I think even after Ginger, you see, they have wanted to give up many times. So it was Alan telling them they needed to keep going. And then now, when he passed on, they sat and said they needed to do it for Alan. And finally, they won it. And I think this time round, the reason they had been losing finals isn't because they want a good team. They're a good team. It's just that they would be timid. They wouldn't have, the motivation. They didn't have as much drive as the other teams. Because in Shera team in Kigali, when on paper it was a weak team. Eh? But they were more organized. You could see that the technical bench was more organized. The guys believed in themselves a lot more.
Yeah, but TY, up to now, I keep telling people this. TY walked onto that pitch. Captain had no armband. Yeah.
Nana means go by the Bakaba to reach a jib.
For
the players now. Inshera had branded mineral water bottles. Eh?
I mean, the finale is one very early. Very early.
So you could see these guys were not in it to win it.
Really.
The TY, eh?
In a merchandise,
This guy, super fan of Machando. Guy has paid league fees for Machando over 2 over 3 seasons.
All his presidents.
But on the next season, they are catered for.
But the TY guys are also going to tell you that I once paid their league fees. That time they were a very good team to play against. You would find Nwaji, Nwari Onazana, Alan would be in goal. So they were a good team to play against.
You know why
we needed to beat
that?
them in the league and beat them.
Why I don't buy that? There's when I joined the terror school, the early 2000s, there was a footballer in their team called Masco. I don't think I've seen a better footballer in my life with my own eyes, up to now. Masco was so good. She used to play for Mbara FC then. And he was still in O-level in Intare. So Masco Bola, we used to call him Masco Bola, comes to the league. Then of his president, we are playing in Mandela National Stadium. Guess whom they're up against? TY. I saw Masco look for that ball. He played that one game and he said, you know what, this league here, it's okay. Masco retired thanks to TY. Guess who kept TY in? They're the best opponents. They retired the best footballer I ever seen.
Well, they did that. They are not very good boys because now they become a menace in the league.
Yeah.
But now you can see that they are dominating, and I don't know whether it's their back room, the Nwajis and Panados of this world, but you can see that they're 60% also. I do not think there is
Panado
a team
is in the front room.
He's in the front room, eh? Okay, but he's not on pitch. So the 60%.
He's literally there with his gloves. And the Panado.
When you say gloves, you're saying he's on the keyboard. On the keyboard typing.
It's hands-on.
He's there working with TY.
TY
gloves.
Working online.
Working. He works online as well.
Yeah, posting a lot in chat groups and winning
I
arguments.
actually think his WhatsApp at work must be on a massive screen. Must be typing.
Yeah, probably. So definitely TY is quite dominant, and they're 60%. I think they have one of the best 60% players. If they can still go another 3 seasons, still dominating, unless they just get tired and they decide to stop. I do not see them being stopped. However, Machando has the chance. You see, whereas Machando is playing its first finale right now at home, they have many players who have played finales and actually won. Mose won it with Mugudu. Oringo has won it
2 times with the share.
Two times with the share.
All 3 times.
They have all 3 times. Then we have Marvin. He has won it.
No.
That's it.
But
That's
they have
it,
those
eh?
guys, yeah.
That's it.
Karuhanga, Masedin.
And their team,
Those ones
apart
have
from
not played
their
for the
defense, their team is star-studded. So they're a team that can actually hurt you. I think we are definitely going to have a very good game on the finale. And for me, whichever of the two takes it, really, I'll still be very happy.
But what do you think? What do you think is the difference between those that are falling out below the first 2? What's the difference between Machando and those ones?
I have to tell you that teams have taken it to a new level. Teams have gym sessions, teams have coaches, teams have corner work. Teams even, I think I've heard that they have swimming sessions now, pool sessions in preparation.
They even have workout outfits like I'll show you.
For example, has a trainer.
They have to release. Things are serious.
This league that we call a Sunday league, hey, so now there's
And
that
players have
extra
training
edge.
allowances. The teams must mobilize for training allowances.
So when you
for
come
their
for
players.
training, you're given an
You
allowance.
get paid, yeah. And some teams have bought means of transport for their players. I do not want to tell exactly, but you know that teams have actually provided means of transport.
Not can never
Karere.
leave them out. Must be Abashwechi. They told me they bought Pema a bigger bike.
Well, I don't know about that.
Foreign of the top 2, where can I begin from? Jablani, they had, first 3 opening games, they lost of them. Then they had a run of like 6-7 games, wins, 21 points in the bag. And I remember at one point of the league, they were the table leaders. One of
Yes.
but they are not even in the top 4.
Yeah.
What do you have to say about Jablani? SC Jablani.
The league is a marathon, and I think Machando has showed everyone else. They were written off very early. They have made it to the final. The league is a marathon. Jabulani started poorly.
Then they had
picked
their
up
good run,
and then they burnt gas. Yeah, so Jabulani dropped off. Another team that I was excited to see this season and with the way they started was SC and Sai. They had a very...
Apparently, SC and Sai Babetangu shield pretenders.
Shield pretenders.
Same story from last season, this season.
This season they
shield
stepped it up.
pretenders.
But do you
Not
think,
contenders, but pretenders.
They stepped up and got a striker. He gave them a lot of mileage. Abusu.
So it's not about bad luck and lack of commitment.
They are just pretending.
There is
That's the only reason.
okay.
I think they're also a little bit immature. They are not mentally mature. And we could also see it even when they were still in the Bichunchu. Remember, you know the finale in Jinja, Karere wouldn't have been playing in that finale if these current Nsai guys who are still then in the Bichunchu had held, if they had held it together and thought their decision through in the previous match. Enshonga ya Naziru, but also with his but yeah.
Didn't you listen to the audio? There's an audio that keeps coming.
because they definitely have talented players. They have
But
good
he's a
players.
champion with
so they
Shera.
could.
Nazi was in share.
In Chigali, he won it with the Shera, but he's still a commoner though.
On the bench, on the pitch.
I think
That's
he
a-
played.
there's a
He
difference.
got some minutes.
Because apparently we have some guy in our court, Avengers, he's in TY. Guy no sha, but every game with mama mob that couple seconds in Canada now time. The
we
guy
were
in the
champion.
middle. So to your group yensha zoko na ora guy what they were champion. That Concori champion in champion betting.
That medal you will have, but you ask Kagezi what Fort Portal meant to him. Man won 2-1.
Ask Kagezi is from the TY cohort. So
Yes, but he had won the shield before.
But you must win it with your
Kabali,
team for it
you
to
won
make
with
sense.
Kabali
To be
but
significant,
no
yeah.
one wanted to know. So you struggle.
So like Moza is still a commoner now, and Moza
Having
has-
won it with the Mugodo. So some teams are a bit, I think they slacked off. Like inside, I don't know what happened to their energy.
this season, last season, because
This
the
season,
same story.
this season they started so well.
How about Kalele that's
Last season,
They were
I think Kalele,
finalist?
you could tell that they were doomed when they lost their star player. Something was not right in that
not
camp.
just a star player, also their leader. So they lacked leadership all through the season. I think.
They were like 4 points.
Yes,
4 points.
yes, but you see,
and they were humbled by TY.
on the outside, for
3-0,
those
3-0
of us
over
that don't
4-0.
know what happened, the moment you lose such a player, we can tell that you're in trouble. So they were doomed from the get-go. They didn't get the house in order. Suddenly, the house wasn't a home. And yeah, but so Kalele, again, slacked off from the get-go. They put in a push, but you could only get so far.
So apparently your house is better than a home.
We are yet to see.
We don't know. Let's wait for next season and we see whether the player who went to the house stays in the house or goes back to home.
Or goes back home.
Goes back home. Maybe that's going to give us an insight into whether into what that player thinks of home and house.
We can talk about the biggest improvement in the league.
Well done. Thank you for setting that.
Also, my biggest improvement is
But you
Kashoro
know,
FC.
they did not keep their promise,
Yeah.
and I think I think that goes to speak
to whom did we promise?
into what the league is about.
To whom did
you
we
know,
promise?
You know, Kashoro at some point they had. You guys were always saying you'd never allow people that are not in your court to come to play for you. And
They had that chivos in the beginning.
and for a long time, they actually maintained that. But you know, the league has changed a lot. And you're going to come with your fossils, and they're going to
No.
make them run around, and they're going to
We are-
sweat.
we
And
are-
you're going to have
we
a
are
guy like
elders.
Ainemo trying to hide the ball to get some more minutes for rest. And then you realize that you need a few young boys.
We are Eldens and not fossils. And secondly,
You are the real fossils.
I have to tell you, as Kashoro, we suffer from numerous applications. At a point, we had to succumb. Number of people that want to join our team, too many. Too many. Every match day. No, even star boy players.
Okay.
Teams
Yes.
want to join you.
Players want to join. They keep asking, "Can I play for you? Can 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 I play?" And at a point, we are like, you know what? By the way,
Let's just allow
I think
them in.
the league is about networking. So then on top of that, we have put in a lot of internally as a group. We have done a lot more mobilization in terms of engagement of the cohort of the 60% that you would call. What has driven us more is having a bigger turn up of our own 60%. Just last Saturday, we had an inter-house, and we had
that's what
over
we had.
about 70 participants of the same cohort. I mean, that literally shows you the kind of participation that we have, and all those guys are literally going to contribute to league fees, league agendas, contribute to the home. I think we even have some private contributions that are coming in through. They're not even coming through Kashoro. They're going to contribute directly.
To the
You see, talking about Kashoro, talking about
For example, this is the new house. What I'm putting on now is the new house merchandise for Interhouse that we just concluded. So every
It's a
team.
beautiful. It's a beautiful.
Yeah, and the designs were really neat. Every team was dressed by a VAC, all dormitories, all 7 of them, and it was nice to see. So that participation, we are not surprised with the change in um, uh, position, but the change might be how high, but we didn't okay, yeah, how high we didn't know, but we knew we were going to do better than 19th, because internally we were more organized.
You're even 1 point away, Crichton Cup, right?
Yeah. So I guess this time
All
out,
thanks to your 40%. I want you to mention that.
I appreciate
The
our
ones that wanted
40%
to come.
for what they have done for us,
Okay.
for the brotherhood and the football
We
and the
credit them
talents.
for the improvement.
Yeah, but I also want to categorically thank
Nana Mage, thank us for
the
giving
elders.
us Mage.
I mean, we had a discussion. Pictures was telling us that youngins wanted him. He denied, but you see, Mage left 4 seals and finished on top of them. So I mean,
You see, talking about Kashoro FC, these guys, you got to believe, these guys are the benchmark of networking in NLL. Because last time they had their inter-house gala, and the turn-up was massive for the over 4 seals headers.
Eldins. Yeah, 4 seals are reserved for 2 teams.
Which one?
Abazibu and
Ebichunchu. And Ebichunchu, I think.
And, there are those 2 teams that merged. Up to now, they can't even agree on a name.
Aine, we were at school together. So Drake can call anyone he wants, fossil. But we were at school together, and
And you're talking about Kashoro FC.
This man talks like
guys are the benchmark.
like we're in the same class. I don't think I even said a word to him when he was in Entari. Now,
But here you are.
now he's saying we're in school together. Yes, I saw you in Entari.
and in the same house.
Yes, you are in your house, sir.
So I saw you when you were very small.
Now
A small fossil.
thank you for putting it into perspective.
It's still about Kashoro FC. They're the benchmark of networking in NLL. Konka, you guys you'd saying Nsha is the cancer. Konka Kashoro no Sha is the real cancer. Because this season, they came to our team and got our goalkeeper. Guy bakamtoma apartment, mamshashula weekly. Gaba Premier League.
Kauranga ukamhana na wag.
Nyoguma waga niga bakamawag. Of course, resources is bakumhereza.
Which Kashoro?
I'm talking about Kashoro FC, the Lions League. Guy mukamtoma apartment from hostel. Mamtoma apartment weekly basis. Yeah, in all league. Guy na is from Uber. So these guys know about.
So you're trying to say, so the youngins are now saying that Kashoro is the new league cancer.
Not Kuja, this guy was saying Mbambe now was under, but it's because of the resources.
You guys. The most cancerous team we have is the Shera.
Kashoro FC.
He's telling
Kashoro
that
FC.
perspective is
Kashoro FC.
Shera has the
It's changed.
highest paid NLL participant.
Why aren't you listening?
But they have just
youngins.
lost a few of their
Hey,
players.
You can imagine, and they are still willing
Maybe
to have
they-
the highest paid participant.
but you guys, about 40%. Number in the budget.
You see
Imagine a campus guy at your university, Mumutioma
Your
apartment.
The essence.
Nijo-
First talk about that.
Let me tell you something. While these allegations are false, and you are trying to smear us as a cancer to the league, yeah. But I think you misconstrued a man telling you he spent a night in an Airbnb and you get it to an apartment.
Okay, it's fine.
Yes, but
And they are also the masters of spin, of course. So you're trying to spin that, and that's okay.
you want to roll off. How do you explain? Have you? Anyway, I'm waiting for someone to break the Mogero axis. Then I will know that there's someone worse than. How do you sign a brother from another team?
Apparently, there's the brother axis and the cousin axis.
Okay, so on that note, we cannot do this with amazing sponsors. We have AVAC.
Yeah.
Yes, point.
Yeah.
And then we have PicShots as well for your photography, weddings, and all of that. And we have online Chupa. all that you see here.
I thought I toast for that.
Yes, please.
Including the gin, eh?
Including what?
The gin.
Yeah, so there are quite a number of things that have happened in this season. Jake, take us through.
This season, I think we have had some very nice moments. I mean, the season began in October. Aaron, what could have been your, okay, not your best, but some nice moments from this season 16?
So you see, we came on day one this season. One of the oldest teams, the second oldest team, and we're going to play the youngest team.
But you see, Mr. Aaron,
the debutants.
Aaron, you have been talking about oldest team,
The
second
next
oldest
time you call
team.
me
You're not talking
Mr.,
about
I
your.
will,
Okay, Aaron.
I'll ask you to also
Aaron.
kneel because misters are supposed
To our viewers out there. This guy, I'm very sure this guy.
You keep with the term fossils.
not Eldins, eh?
Eldins is us.
But anyway, all that
You should
aside.
research more about that Kawan
The Kawan
Eldins
fossil.
and get its origin.
For now, let's continue with the fossil that you want.
You see, Aaron.
Yes.
Okay, Aaron. You see, every time we have been talking about Erdin Smani, that's the youngest oldest team. You haven't told our viewers out there, what's your code?
It's
apparently when you talk about your
we have
code.
Bonshe and we merged with our younger bros who Aine has been calling fossils all the time. I don't know why, because for us as Bonshe he calls us Eldins. He took one of our players, Mage. I don't know why he calls
We signed the fossil.
the Bonfubs, why he calls them fossils, but yeah, so we merged, and then now, so my team is Bonsheka Fubs, and we were in Intare from 1996. We joined in 1996. I know Hannah, for example, might not have been born by then. Were you born? So the two of you are not yet
put
born,
into perspective,
which makes Aine very old also because he
to
was
put into
there
perspective, you guys have a whole 6-year conglomerate.
Yeah. But Monge has from 1994 back to 1956. You see, 1956 to 1995 has been from 1956 to 1995.
These guys have a cohort of senior 1 1999 and senior 6 of that year.
Yes.
1999. These are the fossils. I keep telling you.
And we still struggle with numbers.
We had a problem of
Exactly.
Y2K.
But who are the forces?
The guys who were in school when I was in school.
Yes, the ones before you.
Yes,
The ones
this
before
way.
you.
Who are the forces? 1990 and below, 2000 and below.
Anyone that went to Ntare school before the year 2000 is a
is a
fossil.
Okay.
You ask him when he went to die.
Of course, you had me put that barrier, the year 2000.
But
yeah,
you can't take it from that.
Kajoninga 2001.
How would you remember?
Anyways, so it's the first day of season 16. You're not a good young man. Hey, akashanga from 3.
I never
from 5.
I never put on catches with him.
Azobe ngani nchizana under 14. But anyway, you ask
With
around
Ondeko
and you
Martin.
see.
Ondeko Martin was in senior 4 leading the striking line. Karashan Davis was in right back. All these fossils.
And Karashan went ahead to play a cricket for the national under 19.
Under 19.
For over 20 years.
Alongside Ondeko Martin.
He was playing under 19, him and Ondeko Martin.
For now, even in NLL, Karashan nachezana cricket because taguya motion mpira ngwa motion every time. So that makes very sense. That makes sense. Karashan is a very good cricketer.
Today I saw someone on the group say, apparently you prefer batsmen to footballers.
So Karashan in NLL is a batsman.
But anyway, if you think but Hazard Davis, when he was chairman DC, he wasn't an easy man. Now you pray, and I pray for you also, that he never gets into such a position again, and that you never find yourself on the other side where he has to judge you.
You ask the
Because I can assure you.
That's the commissars they find.
You ask one man. You ask one man.
One man was the GC.
He was a commissar. They banned him and fined him for not doing his job.
Okay.
So we come on day 1, season 16. We are playing the youngest team. We are the second oldest team.
This is the tear gas team.
The tear gas team, Akachai. Their vice president is definitely here. She's all smiles. I think she remembers that day, and probably, I don't know, does it make her happy? I do not know. So
It was our first goal.
Ghost goal. That's a ghost goal.
first goal.
Ghost goal.
So you
That's
see,
what it was a ghost goal.
I was shocked because one is they are coming into the league. They are young guys. They are young blood. They have a very young
And it was early kickoff.
early kickoff. So they come very early. Of course, the Eldins, who this guy
Fossils.
calls fossils. the alleged inaugural champion calls the team fossils. But anyway, so these guys, our team, we don't come early, so then we find these guys are already there, and then they show a little bit of unsportsmanship, because then they fight for a pre-kicked goal, which was to be the only goal they got in that match, and which was to be a goal that they celebrated with so much oomph.
Yes.
Smoke bombs?
With smoke bombs, fireworks. They even brought some guys to play drums.
No.
They had a band.
Oh, guys.
Like TY.
No.
And they had cheerleaders.
We didn't have cheerleaders. Okay, yes, I was among them, but you see, it wasn't like
With
that.
cheerleaders. And you see, they didn't score any goal in that match.
But who scored for us?
No one.
It's the major thing.
The
How did the ball
The
enter?
match commissar. The ball never entered. You just got the goal before the match. You fought for it.
But was it counted?
It was counted.
Exactly.
It was counted.
That's
and then they announced them into the league, and of course they are the youngest team, beating very old people with old bones. I don't know if I would celebrate that if I was their age. If I was beating guys whose bones are cracking and all that. But, well, they did celebrate, and we've enjoyed them up to now. They are guys who are bringing a lot more vibe into the league. They are the first ones I've noticed that have a committee member in a very big position who is female from Whereas. And that's a thing I think they've introduced to the league now. Other teams are also going to copy, and it's definitely
they have taken
a good
it a
thing.
notch higher from Marvin.
Yeah.
What Marvin did to the league, they have taken it a notch higher, and it's impeccable.
So it's always good to get the young guys coming in. But I think for the young guys, again, it's always important to also understand that if you want to beat the old guys, the Bazei, the fossils, you beat them convincingly. Don't get a goal that has been awarded to you and then you celebrate
but
it
you know,
like
even when they go to the oldest Eldin, no goal.
no goal. So these young
Guys,
these young are quite suspected. They are quite young.
We're testing the waters.
How about Abazibu? Much later.
Let me
Why
first say,
do
let me
you
first say,
think-
our forces, okay, our
Sasa manito tukacha kuzeta fossils. Iwe
but anyway, our was there, our forces.
Primary school was up there on Prince Charles Drive.
you see? Prince Charles. Ati akukaka gamonka.
Our was there, our forces. If you want to, you want to tell these guys what they're supposed to do. Mugome mkolese like Shaza. Our first game, tukahamunge 6-0. You remember very well.
I'm serious.
Very well.
We got worried for
6-0.
you.
What was your position at the end of the
6-0.
season?
That Abu
It-
guys.
yeah,
Abu
the
Yusuf
ten-
scored.
yeah,
Abu
6-0.
Yusuf,
No,
yeah.
at your
The
first
only
season.
thing.
Opening
that
game,
was our
opening
opening
game.
game.
Opening game.
6-0.
Now
KQB,
that's
I
a
remember
proper
very well.
announcement of the young
That
team.
is how
So
you
if you
arrive.
wanted these
Yeah,
young
that's how you
teams
arrive.
from
That's how
now,
you-
even the other teams that are coming, Enshaza is there.
Ekyo
You can use atkola gnowa
ekyo twakikuderegetingira sebo guma
one ogambira bayangi
He's not helping us.
Enshaza on
He's
their
not helping.
first on their first game
Yeah.
we gave Munge 6-0
6-0.
6-0 KQB I remember at that time.
Now that's a was
So the only thing we can benchmark from Kachai, and it's actually very nice, we didn't take it up, making Hannah their vice president.
Women in leadership.
women in leadership.
Because apparently, you see this league is, you see there's networking in NLL because bagaya bakuja kujoininga mamaza baleba bali amutemba kola because apparently basimbuzi apparently the youngest team in the league they're in their vacation first year at campus. Their VP, the vice president, is a lady.
But
She was there on your gala, so.
yeah, she was present.
But they are benchmarking from.
But you heard what they did to this quack.
TY is a constant.
No,
No, Akachai.
Akachai. You
They
heard
beat
what
them
at-
seriously.
At
Which team?
No,
I was
that is
saying-
not. No, I know.
Did you
That-
how did that game go?
That goes back to
That's
what
a
Baino
friendly
says.
matches.
That's what
They were
Baino
just like
says.
TY. We're
That's
just
like the
planning.
real team. The guys who know soccer. Apparently the three youngest teams nitoka tuweteke mabenshaza abasimbuzi nitomba tsingo mpira nitoba tugomba tuite
Kati-
apparently it's twine
We shall
football
see
sija
this
twine
season.
football
But you know-
konka
you know-
if you are twet basimbuzi
when we
eshaza
saw
kachai
when we
so
saw your cohort and Sarod,
They haven't entered
we
yet.
sawa
actually
don't know wakachai ni wazee
we actually wondered what was happening at our school because there was no talent coming through anymore. But
now you can tell
I think they've
Aine,
changed.
You had also some moments in the league.
I have very key moments here in this league, but this season has been very interesting. First and foremost, I did not ever believe that a captain of a team could be signed.
Was there any captain who got signed
Someone left a home
and went to a house?
and went to a house.
And how did the house treat him?
Well, the house made him a mediocre. This is a man that had played the final. He left with very big ambitions. They had signed a big partner. Actually, but I have to give it to them because if you saw their launch with their sponsor, Amara. Abashwechi goons are really creative.
Very.
They went to the beach with lotion, launched, got someone out of a home, house.
We have to give it to them.
You have to give it to them. They can't be a bigger participant in NLL. They came to participate really this season.
And then later, they got heathens on board. These are guys who are playing soccer, amateur alumni.
I think
in an amateur alumni league.
I think
they
for
get
me,
a professional.
putting all the jokes aside, the partnership with Heathens, rugby national league team, cross sport, is
a brilliant thing that they did.
it's a game changer. When we talk about networking, because now not only is it just a slogan, it is being seen and it's being done. So you have to give it to those goons. Mwine Guma may not like these words I'm giving them, but you have to give them their flowers. They are creative. They put the flag up there of the entire Lands League. They have a Shwechi brand itself. I saw Hiddens has a 7 circuit I think it's Saturday, yeah. And part of their launch video had the
Sam Abashwechi?
they had their Amara kit. They had the Amara kit alongside the new Hiddens.
That's the stuff we'd want for the league.
Very good stuff. Very good stuff. They actually showed Nshera how it should be done. They attempted something with Pirates. They didn't get it to that level. And I have to appreciate them because they took it up a notch. And something now that you have mentioned Nshera, they lost a critical player to their rivals.
Or they stole a critical player from their rivals.
So who is the initial? Where does he belong? I thought this the Chipoli man.
The
Chipoli man.
The Chipoli man is a mystery. up to now, no one quite understands where exactly. I mean, he can fit in many places, in many teams.
But you know, when that man served Lagos on the entire anthem in Ginger, that is what we believe. I think let's leave him alone because. But for me, that is another key moment of this. I mean, captain's move, but signing a core member of the share winning.
One who has won you
All three, because their first win, Ntare School, his big bro, Oringo, is in goal. Not seeing anything.
You said big bro?
Yeah, his big bro, the one in Kasasi.
Who is the bigger one?
The taller one.
Okay, that's the taller one. But who's the older one?
I don't know where those guys lie in their 60s.
Okay,
those
you
guys
and Mark, who is the bigger bro? Because I want to understand the context in which
Mark is my cousin.
Okay, who is the who is the bigger cousin?
So, but he got in entire season 10, made that save, got them that first shield. Got in, I think their second one, they were up against who?
Ebichunchi again.
Still Ebichunchi. In entire, made saves again.
Yes.
Third time, got in against TY.
Chigali. Did the thing again.
So TY had better not get penalties.
I think they already know that. Now, hopefully, they are planning to score many goals.
Super Cup penalty rules or direct shootout?
This would be direct shootout. I don't think we can change. I don't think the rules can change at the finale in the league. So
guys, talking about the moments of the season, I think we need to give Pickman his flowers. I mean, Chigari season was the MVP, right? MVP top scorer.
Top scorer.
No, he was the MVP.
The MVP.
Last season, Abashwechi just like
in the last game.
Anyway, Bakatampori
to Romfield. To Romfield. Gaya kateba goals nyingi.
Romfield. Team makajitera goli 5.
Eje yakashuru.
So this is the team.
And by the way,
this is the team.
They are the team that have conceded the most
goals from a single player.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Hard.
I am yet to dig into the statistic, but how many did Romfield sink us?
5. And by the way,
but
some members have it that he had 6.
There is that Kayele 12, TY1.
They never conceded that many goals from a single player.
Anyway,
I will consult.
Still talking about Pickman. The Chigari season, he was the MVP. Last season, if you guys, anyway, the presidents, if you guys had the hours for the peak of the seasons, they had a very nice peak. It was almost the face of the NLL.
Oh, that one where they won the bus and they had this.
So still credit to pick shots. Then this season, Chagani top scored. Abashwechi, they're in the 7th position. So I think Pickman to check credit. What do you have to say about Pickman?
Pickman, first and foremost, it's a bit biased. It's also called Aine. So it's a but for him, I don't think I can speak enough about what Pictures has done to the league. He hinted about it earlier in the season. But then also, he's transitioning from a goalie to striking. Then he wins 2 golden boots.
While he's also taking pictures of the entire...
While he's also taking pictures.
Whatever is taking place of,
You might think it's easy, but it's no mean feat to literally transition from goal to striker, and then you end up top scorer, not once. Not once, but twice. Then you also get an MVP accolade in there in the mix-up. You give him his flowers. I am still struggling internally with Kashoro. Tell them to see what another Aine is doing. They should trust me forward, but I mean, this discussion is...
The cousin axis, eh?
No, that's a Kabali player, but within Kashoro.
But anyway, every time you get the ball, you want to hide it outside the.
I am not. They need to allow me transition into a 9, and we see.
Aaron, still talking
If I
about
could move my agenda, but give big man his flowers.
this guy, 4-time champion, the Shield, Crichton Cup, and recently the Super Cup. And this very season, top scorer of the season, and it's the second time. Just like we have been talking about TY, do you think Pickman is the most decorated player in the entire Lions League from 2014?
So I think without a doubt, there are only two other guys who, because you could look at Emma, Mukama, and then you also look at Pema, and then you also look at one man, and now because we have two people that we can compare to him, because those are the other guys who have.
One man
Who
is
have
in the Lions League.
Yes.
And
then
how many goals?
I am not sure.
okay, he says like 100 and something.
I think he's pushing for 200 now.
Pickman and goals in it.
Pickman, yeah,
Manya the guy is
That
also
is 100.
fossil. He has been in the league from its
Because he
second
was a
season.
goalkeeper.
So he,
Pickman has about 40 goals.
Pickman has been in the league from the second season.
But he was a keeper.
Pickman, one man.
One man.
Then Pickman,
Pickman was a keeper,
From like season
but
5.
also he joined from like season 5.
season 5.
As a keeper.
Yeah.
There you go.
So, but but anyway, so you see, because we have two guys with whom we can compare him, we then get a proper insight. Both of these guys have just been striking. They've not tried out any other number. So you can say that these are two prolific guys. Emma and one man are definitely, they've done their bit within the league. But then you have a guy who has been in goal and excelled. And we could say that in goal, we could see he was skilled, he was talented. He has also gone as a striker, as a forward, and came close to being a top scorer in one of the seasons, in which he ended up being the MVP, and then now became the top scorer twice. So I think, and also won accolades as a goalkeeper. So definitely, without a doubt, without any bias, anyone who is being objective would definitely see that bearded man. Up front, we don't see him as a very talented and skilled player, but he gets the job done. He gets the job done.
Again,
The statistics.
But when you watch the game,
So, I mean, we have to give it to him. We have to give him his flowers. He's the most decorated player, but also he has been the most consistent and lethal. In goal, he defends. Up front, he scores. And I think that's a mark of a great sportsman.
yes, consistency.
Yeah.
So Hannah, what do you have to say about our two former presidents? So Hannah, this has been a very beautiful session with our two former presidents. What do you have to say to our, amazing gentlemen right here?
Our last discussion is on the top players according to positions. Goalkeeper, striker. Please let us know who, according to you, your preference, who your top are. Yes, we can start with
From the goalkeeping position, who has been your best goalkeeper in the entire Lions League season 16?
So, of course, some of these things are no-brainers.
The keeper wasn't considered.
Someone hasn't considered a goal, and we're discussing this. let us say, Lodoy of TY, hands down, he probably doesn't quite appreciate, maybe he does, what he has achieved. But it's immense. It's immense. So without a shadow of doubt, Lodoy from TY is the NLL keeper of the season.
And he couldn't have done it without the number 5 in that team, who is Kagezi. So again, we shall give him the
Defender of the
full
season.
back.
Better.
Yeah, a position.
And you
The
see,
best in that
with
position.
Kagezi, it just doesn't stop there. He has scored goals.
Yeah, some of them volleys. Yeah?
Yes, very, very critical goals, very critical goals. So the TY backline is immense. I mean, they wrap that up calmly, very calmly, and
I think
they take it up.
I think some extent we need to bring Kagezi to, I mean, that conversation of the NLL. Okay, not most decorated,
The greats.
but the great players in NLL. Because apparently that guy was also in midfield. Midfield, right?
You know, apparently,
Then
even
he
in
changed
TY,
to-
he would like to play in midfield.
Then he
But
changed to.
no, he didn't change. TY has many midfielders, and they don't have very good defenders. Vinayon and Lord Tevas. So then they are thinking they are like, no, you must go in number 5. So he's not. Number 5 is not a number he would like to play. It's just a number the coach has forced him to play.
But he's very
And he
good
has
at
played
it.
it in a brilliant
Seasons
way.
in a
So-
row.
Kagezi is a brilliant footballer.
and
Kagezi.
very disciplined, so he's fit. He could be fit for the next.
See,
10
talking
years.
about Kagezi. Kagezi, man, Kagezi. 3-time, 2-time champion.
Three-time.
3-time.
Three-time champion. First win was with Kabali.
Then 2, one with Shera, then the
one
other
with
one
Shera,
with
then
TY.
one with TY. He has been there, done that.
Where does that leave Kagezi in the?
And lost many finals also, I think, with the Evichunchu.
I wasn't in Evichunchu.
No,
Wasn't, eh?
Kagezi has
Kagezi
like
lost
2-1.
Chigali.
Only Chigali.
Kagezi lost Chigali.
Played for Shimba at some point.
Shimba didn't get anywhere near finale.
So in the last six seasons, he has been on the final like 4 times or 3. More than 3.
All the times that TY has been at the finale, Kagezi has been there.
4. So from the last 6
All
has been
3 now. He's going to make the fourth.
4th.
3. Then he has played.
He was within Shera
He
when
played
they
with
won.
Shera when he won Chigali. Then he lost Ginger after that. And then won Fort Porto.
So Aaron, same point about the goalkeeper and the season and the defender of the season.
I gave you Kagezi for number 5, maybe. He can
So in the
also give us the
midfield,
left and right
Tineo,
backs.
Kamareje, and MVP brother Axis.
You shouldn't have
Unfortunately
TY
for the
Young.
cousin Axis, they are in
I
different
think for
courts.
midfield, for me, I think, and unfortunately, this guy has not been recognized a lot in the league. But Muhindo, Joel.
From Kalele. Originally
Who
from
has-
Mesai, then Kalele. This is
Originally from Bonche.
From Bonfubs.
Hey,
Muhindo.
Hey.
Yeah.
Okay, of course not originally, but I mean, it's where he made
Came.
his mark.
He's home.
Yeah, you were wanting this.
I think he's one of the good guys. This season, he has not been. He has not stood out that much. But I think when we get into the midfield conversation, I think that guy should always come into that conversation, for me at least. And I think all the guys who have played against him would also quite agree. Would you agree?
Muhindo has been exceptional. But unfortunately, we have to go back to TY. MVP has outscored him.
True.
Now, MVP has added goal scoring this season, and it's worrying. So while we can go back,
He just still can't score penalties, but
it's
at
the
least
problem
Fernandes
is that penalty. I heard that he was almost murdered at Antare for missing a critical penalty, and he seemed to attempt to take the first one. But then again, he has added goal scoring to his statistics this season. I can't see beyond any other midfielder. Well, someone comes close.
Midfielder to win so take a Hondi.
Yeah, you can go to the assist king, Powell.
Okay. Yeah.
You won't take that from him. He's done very well, especially with pick shots Aine. They have really combined well. But the MVP's agility, movement, he's been able to pick the short passes. This season, he hasn't attempted any stray passes, and then he gets the goals.
So wait a minute. The back 3 were Jangnaba TY1.
I said back one. We're just picking one position.
Rotas in the goal. Then
One defender, one midfielder, one standout performer per position.
So midfield, you're giving it to MVP.
I can't go beyond him, really.
I would also agree. If we are picking one, then it would have to be MVP.
Over Oshawa. Over Vakshan.
Yeah.
He has stood out.
Okay, striker.
You have a top scorer.
So
That's a nice one.
yeah.
So, okay.
Yeah. But then I will not rule out what Abu Suf has done for Nsai. Remove that man's goals.
True. And Nsai would be.
And Nsai would be rolling in
so
the
they
deep.
made a brilliant signing. Because without him,
that for me is the signing of the season.
And they don't have any poise for him. Guy aliachi tuba chitari mukasente kona.
Again, he loves football.
He thought. So those guys will give him the football, but they didn't.
Yeah, but
He will turn up for the game.
He is a brilliant footballer.
See,
He has pushed Nsai. But again, at the end of the day, statistics speak otherwise. I mean, you can't have a top scorer and you're discussing best striker.
Yeah.
But Abu Suf deserves a mention. But the key question here is going to be, which you haven't posed to us, and I'm going to pose to your hosts, who has coached best?
I'm going to say Abraham. I don't know because I don't
He
know.
hasn't conceded. He's the coach who hasn't conceded.
I don't because the top team,
And
the
it's top
coach.
team.
That's my answer.
I think to some extent I will also give it to King Daba because Chagai ni cha keyboard warrior konkanosha chwa chiriyo kwa chigambera team is very serious about it. Because I mean the other guys were there, Chigari fought. They brought this guy at the United checkpoint league. But they brought this guy who was grazing cows. So sure Kingabe chitecha kuwa na amanya. Grazing cows and maybe I mean yes doesn't okay, I thought he didn't know anything about soccer.
And then
When I saw Kingaba on the TY touchline, I thought before you bring it to that, I thought that guy may be guy abatira makasente. You know, even abana the way they do their things. Koko bateka makasente bakwiriza hii. So I thought Kingaba maybe abatira makasente bamukora coach. Mukacha guy has been there from day one.
Ati wabakwirize hiyo batira makasente kakwingana.
Can't know any money in quantum. But anyway, still about King Abraham. The fact that he's a keyboard warrior, he has been there for the team. So coach of the season, definitely, even if they lose the final, King Abraham has been there for the team from day one.
Rasta wa machando tu amrating ana.
Kanushaba kamusa King. Tarajenze no wakare.
They will be on the home ground.
I think Zakurinda Chadondo Awards and Wakomo Award because the guy has been more popular at Chadondo.